Hi, my name is Felix, and I want to talk briefly answering the discussion number 4 of MHPS 616. And the first thing I want to talk about today is three key things I have learned in MHPS 616. And number one thing I want to take out from this course is that in writing an outstanding research, in preparing a good research, there is a need for the researcher to be ready to do that mentally, emotionally, and in all ramifications. We must be ready to undertake this task. We must have objective. We must have aim. We want to have at the back of our mind, what problem am I solving as a result of this research? And I think this is very, very important. And number two key things I have learned in this program is how to go about program design. All through my life, I've been doing research courses in my first degree, in my master's program. And of course, this is not the first time of offering this course in my PhD program. And this is the first time part of my research will be covering program development. And I think I'm falling in line, falling in love also with program design. I'm beginning to develop appetite for program design, but I'm not sure if I can still do that even in my PhD dissertation. But it's one of the key things I'm taking away, that there is a program design, template that we can follow, which is also, we can go for that, and which is interesting. And I think after now, I'm going to pay more attention to learning more about how to do program design. And number three key things I have learned in this program is that the professor, Dr. Stewart, gave us a lot of allowance. He talked about resourcefulness, he talked about resilience, and I think the resourcefulness part of it is the space he gave to us. He gave us space to be able to do the work. He allowed us to do the work. We were not given a lot of, assignment to do, or classwork, or lectures, bombarded with a lot of lectures. He gave us a lot of allowances to read, allowances to write, to look for material, to seek for help, allowances to read. We have sufficient time to do the work, to do our assignment. And I really appreciate that. And of course, I want to thank him for all his feedback also. His feedback has been helpful. And that is part of the resourcefulness which I'm taking away from this course, which is very, very important to me. And the number two thing, the second thing I want to address here is the most surprising thing about designing research that I have learned. The most surprising thing about designing research that I've learned is that many people that registered for PhD, many of them finished all their program except the dissertation. You take almost all except dissertation. Many of them completed this, the program, they did the lecture, they attended classes and all that, but they could not finish. They did all except dissertation. It's funny. The percentage was so high when that's surprising to me. When he mentioned that during the class, I was wondering what was going on. So it was surprising to me to see higher number of people who actually register for PhD finishing it with the level of dissertation. That is also surprising to me. And the third question I have in mind, the third thing here is ongoing question for me. The ongoing question for me in this program is that how to navigate being a researcher and at the same time a clinician. I'm just wondering about the conflict of interest there. And I think the ethical part of a program of this design talked about this, but did not address everything. So how to avoid conflict of interest, how to navigate between being a researcher and a clinician. even in the same environment, in the same city where we have practiced as a therapist, as a counselor, now going back there as a researcher that brings a lot of questions in my mind, and I'm just thinking how I'm going to reconcile that. In overall, this class has been a very good class, and I want to give it to Dr. Stewart for helping us, navigate and integrate what we have learned so far, what we have known so far. We're able to practice, we're able to write it, we're able to express ourselves, and of course, we're able to have a kind of assurance that we can finish if we are resilient. We can finish our program. Just have to bounce back regardless of what is happening, going on in our lives. We don't have to quit. We have to finish it. So I want to thank Dr. Stewart for giving us this opportunity and for the impartation. I call it impartation. What those things he gave to us during the class. I'm looking forward to see more of our classmates going forward in this program. They have been a wonderful member of the class. People who are elderly, many people are elderly, but they are serious with the class. You see their energy, their commitment to this class is awesome. So I want to give it to everybody also. Thank you.